Now my voice is clear. Yeah, it's enabled. Enabled. My voice is clear now. Now my voice is clear. Okay. Can you hear me? Okay. Okay. Thank you, Monica. Thank you. So, a very good evening to all of you. We wait for some more minutes. Okay, voice clear again. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Nikhil. Thank you, Hardik. Thank you. Thank you. We wait for some more minutes. Let more people join. Okay, Hardik. Thank you. Thank you, Hardik. Thanks a lot. Thanks. We can hear you and you can see also. Yes, yes, yes. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Nikhil. Yadav. Okay. Good evening, Yadav. Good evening to all of you. We wait few more minutes. Shambhi Gupta, good evening. Good evening. Very good evening. We are already, it is 5:37. We are starting our session at 5:30. Okay, should I start? Should I start? So, very good evening to all of you. Today we are going to learn our game development program. So that is the second day of our game development program, and today we directly start with the developing of a game. Okay, okay, Hardik, thank you. So for developing of a game, we need to install Pygame library. So I told you earlier that how to install Pygame library. We need to go to the command prompt and we need to type pip install Pygame. Okay, so if we write and enter, then the Pygame library will be installed. Now we have already installed the Pygame library. Okay, okay, sure, thank you. We have already installed the Python library, and we are going to run our program, and we can give you a step-by-step implementation of a program. Just if you have any doubts, please raise your hand, or we can say, sir, that is doubtful. Okay, thank you. So I am starting my lecture from this point. Okay, I am reviewing the video. Okay, is the screen is visible? Is the screen is visible? If it is visible, say yes. If the screen is visible, okay, okay, Short of Hardik, screen is visible. Yes, yes. Okay, thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, now if we install Pygame, then I can import Pygame. So there is a Pygame library we need to import. So to import anything in Python, to import a module, we need to use the import, that is a keyword, and after that we need to use Pygame. Oh, that is a init function. Without init function, the Pygame won't work. Okay. So now first thing first, we need to create a screen for that. Okay. So this is the screen creation. So we create a screen using pygame.display.set mode method. Okay. So if you type something like this, pygame dot display dot dot set mode. Okay, so we can get set underscore mode, set underscore mode. Fine. Now we need to type the coordinates. Okay, so 800 by 600. So the window, or that is called the surface. Okay, if you follow any books, it will call the surface. So the surface is basically 800 width and 600 is a height. So the width of the surface, or width of the window where we can run the program, where our game window is basically 800 by 600, right? Okay, now we are going to game loop. Okay, that is very important. That is the game loop, and anything we need to repeat again and again and again. We need to use game loop for that. Okay, so if we comment this and run this program, we are just creating a screen. Okay, just run the program, run GP1. Okay, look, one screen is basically enabled, and the screen is enabled for few seconds. So that means we need to put some coding through that. The screen must be stable, right? Screen must be stable. Okay, okay, thank you. Now how we can do that? So there is a while loop. So that is an infinite loop. So while running, so we're putting one variable, that is a running equal to true. So we are putting running variable equal to true, and if running equal to false, we need to stop the loop. If we not do that, so if we not do that, what is going to happen? If we not do that, if we comment this and we can run this, the loop function, if we write pass, right there, pass, fine, and we comment this. If we run the program, the loop function will create while true is each and every time while equal to true. So that means the window will be created, and we cannot have any control over the window. So we need to go to the end task and to end that particular window, right? You got my point? Got my point? You got my point? Okay. So now there is a event handler inside the while loop. That is the event handler. So I told you earlier that event is basically something that is triggered within the window. Okay, within the window I can press anything. I can press any arrow, up arrow key, down arrow key, anything. We can move the mouse. Okay, if we move the mouse each and every time, each and every time the each and every time if we each and every time a new event is basically generated. So let's check, and we can print this event. Okay, so we can print this event. So print event. So if you print the event, look for event int pygame.event.get. So that means we are creating one for loop, and for loop variable is event, and we are go up to pygame.event.get. Okay, we are getting the events, and that event is going to store in event variable. Okay, so now if we print the event, and suppose I am commenting this, I want to print the event. Just look at that particular part. Okay, so run gp1. Look, I am moving the mouse. I am pressing the up arrow, down arrow, key down. key up, key up, key down, key up, key down. Okay, look, several things going to happen. And if I'm moving the mouse, if I'm moving the mouse, look, if I'm moving the mouse, if I press anything, suppose I press enter. Okay, enter, the ASCII value of the enter is basically 13. Okay, you just look that particular thing, that is 13. Can you see that if you press enter, it is 13, 13. Okay, so that means we are handling all the events that is going on within that particular window. Okay, can you get that? Look, we cannot stop it. We cannot stop it. Okay, why we cannot stop it? Because it is going over and over. Okay, so we need to. So did you get that? Did you get that? We are moving the mouse and it is going, it is changing the coordinates, right? It is changing the coordinates. So now if I run the program again, now how to catch it? So if you run the program again, okay, okay, now we can close it. Okay, so now you can close it, and also you just see we can have the mouse button is moving, we can press anything. Okay, it will generate an event, so we need to catch the event properly, right? Now we can go out. Why we can go out? Because if event.type equal to pygame.quit, so that means if I press red button, that means if you press this, cross, event.quit will be fired. So that means we can take this event.quit and we can pass this event.quit and we can get rid of the window. Okay, so guys, is that clear to all of you? Is it clear? If it is clear, please say yes. If it is clear, sort of, Nikhil, is it clear? Is it clear? Okay, okay, we are going to move to next part. Okay, so in this next part, what we are going to put, we are adding a title and logo and the background column. Okay, so in previous case we didn't have, suppose we press run, so that is a pygame window. Okay, we need to change this pygame window and we need to change this particular icon over there. So how to change it? So we go to the next slide or next tab. So look, we need to use the title and icon, pygame.display.set caption, our source program. Okay, so that is our source program. We just run this particular program, and icon.pygame.image.load. So icon is a variable. We can use pygame.image .load to load any picture. So we have ufo.png. So how we can get ufo.png? So to get the ufo.png, you just go to the Google and type flat icon. Okay, there is several sites you can type. You can go and type in your Google to get the particular image. Image must be in PNG, and that particular image should have the pixel of 32 by 32. You can try another dimensions, it won't matter. Okay, so we use uf.png is basically 32 by 32. So so uf.png is basically one image that I download from flaticon.com. Okay, you can take flaticon.com, or you can type in Google, need to download the icon. You can get several website for that. Okay, now pygame.display.set icon equal to icon. So we create the icon, and that icon need to be set. Okay, now inside the loop we have screen.fill 0.255.0, 0. So if we go to the website color to RGB. I am showing you. If we go to the website, color to RGB. Color to RGB. Okay. The website name is I'm just giving you the website name in live chat box. That is a website name. You can check it. Okay, you can check it. That is a website name, and in the website name you get every details of the color code. So I am sharing you the screen. Uh, uh, that is the display capture. Okay, can you see that? Can you see that website? rapidws.com. In this website you can get the color code. Okay, so for black it is 0 comma 0 comma 0, for white it is 255.255.255, right? For red it's 255 0 comma 0, for yellow it's 255.255.0, for lime it's 0 comma 255. You can get the hex code of that. You can go the RGB value. So RGB is red, green and blue. Using the RGB we can get any type of colors. So is that okay for you? Is that okay? Please say yes. So are you getting my point? Are you getting my point? So I'm providing you the website also where you can get a, yeah, okay Hardik, thank you. So now we are moving to the next part. So that means the now we are going to create one window, and we need to change the icon of the window. Number two. Number three, we are going to change the color of the window. Okay, or the surface. Window means surface. So if you run this, our space came, that is a ufo.image.png image. So you get my point. Did you see that the window? You don't see the window, right? Did you see the window? Is window is visible? Is our game window is visible to all of you? Please say yes, because something lag is going on. I don't able to see the window in my YouTube page. So did you see the window or yes? Okay, okay, okay. So it is a window, green type of window, and it is basically the window is there. Can you see the window? Okay, fine. We can see coding screen only. Okay, yes. For that's the reason. So I'm just sharing you the code capture. Okay, so display capture and source. Okay. Uh, Now you can see the window. Now you can see the window, right? Our space game and that our UFO, right? Now it's visible. And now it's visible. Hardik, Nikhil. Yes, we can see. Thank you so much. Okay, now next portion is that uh, we need to place the image. Okay, we need to place the image. That means we need to place our spaceship within the window or within the screen that is basically given. Within the screen we need to put the particular image. Okay, so we can call the image as a player, and we can go to the that portion. So now that particular portion is basically adding image to the game surface. So we are putting the image in the game surface. Right now we have only one screen, and we can change the screen captions, and we can change this, the icon of the screen. Fine. Now we are going to design, or we're going to copy, or we're going to put the spaceship game, spaceship onto the screen. So how to do that? So to do that, we need to, so adding player, so that is the adding player. So we need to add the player. How to add the player? We create one variable for player img, and we load the image. Same thing, we load the image in that particular for icon. We load the image, and we load the image for player. So player.png. And one thing you need to remember, those images, whatever I use, the external images or audios file, whatever, you must put in the Python folder. That means where the Python is basically stored. That means I show you the given path. You need to put that particular things within the path. So where your working directory, that means your working directory should contain all this path, or otherwise you get error for that. Okay, so so this particular image is put in between the screen. So I'm putting this image. So the image, the screen is 800. So I'm just giving you one real-time example. So look, the screen is starting from there. So it is starting from x equal to 0, and it is 800, right? Because our width equal to 800 and our height equal to 600. So it is x equal to 0, y equal to 0, that particular point, and that particular point, that is x equal to 800 and y equal to 0, right? And at that particular point, x equal to 0, y equal to 600. Did you get my point? Did you get my point? Okay, so now we need to put our spaceship right there. We need to put our spaceship right there. So that means we need to go to something x and something y. Okay, so we need not to put the spaceship in the middle. Why? Because spaceship should belongs to this particular regions. So for that we just put the value of that particular spaceship, that is 370 and 480. It is 370 as x direction, 480 370 370 x direction, and 480 in the y directions. So we create two coordinates, that is player x and player y, and we define one function or method. How we define the function? That is the player creation function, def player. So inside the def we can use screen.bleed. Bleed is a method. What is the use of bleed method? Bleed method is basically used to print a particular image onto the screen. Okay, so it required three arguments, or two arguments rather. It is player image, that image that we need to print, and the coordinates, that is player x and player y. So we can call this player from which portion of our program? Could you please tell me? We can call the player function in which portion of our program? Which portion of the program? Could you please tell me? The function that we created, that is player function, from which portion we can this particular player function is called from which portion? Is it called outside of the loop or inside of the loop? Main portion means, Nikhil, it is inside the loop or outside of the loop? It is inside the loop. Why? Because each and every time our screen will be displayed, and our UFO, that particular thing will be displayed again and again. So if you want to display only one time, you can put outside of the loop. So we can remain, because the image that is moving is basically the same image. this is a perception. It is from one particular point to another particular point. Okay, so it's a perception. Exactly, Hardik. It is inside the loop. It is inside the loop. Okay, so now we are putting the value of that particular image inside the loop. Okay, so now we call the function player inside the loop, and whenever we perform inside the loop, we need to perform display.update, because it is not getting updated each and every time. Whatever we put, we need to get updated. Okay, so now if we run this particular program, okay, you can see this. Can you see that? So can you see that spaceship or our rocket, whatever, our player? So can you see that? Yes, thank you, thank you, thank you. Now next thing we need to do, that is we need to move. There is a movement, so we need to perform movement of this ship from left direction or right direction. So we are not going to move this particular spaceship or our player from y direction, right? We are need to only move the in x directions. So we need to go plus x and minus x. So we need to move that particular image from the positive x direction and negative x directions. Could we get my point? We need to move that particular elements. We need to move the particular player from the position to negative x direction and positive x direction, because it is moving in the same line, same horizontal line. Okay, yes sir, sure. Okay, fine. So now how to do that? Okay, so so now we are going to movement of the UFO. Okay, so now we can go to the player image, and we can now we basically change that particular things. Okay, we use a function that is player, and we just changing the value of the player while running. We inside the loop, we after the screen dot fill, we just increase the value of x to plus 0.2. It is experimental value. Okay, it's an experimental value. So each and every time player x inside the loop is incremented by 1 by 0.2. Did you get, is that clear? Did you get my point? Each and every time player x, the x coordinate of the player is incremented by 0.2. It is nothing but player x equal to player x plus 0.2. Did you get that? Okay, so we basically do some changes. So in the definition of the player, we are using x and y. So instead of player x and player y, we are passing x and y. What is the x value of x and y? When it is called player x and player y. What is the value of player x and player y? The value of the player x player y is equal to 370 and 480. Okay, now it got the value of 370 and 480. So now x will be assigned with 370, y will assign to 480. So now this x will be incremented by 0.2. So is that clear? Is that clear? Sort of. Is that clear? Nikhil, is that clear? Okay. Okay. Thank you. Thank you. So if we run the program, now it's moving. Now it's moving. But the thing is that there is lots of problem is going on. What is the problem? Problem is that it is moving in the x direction, positive x directions. It can move to negative x direction also. We can have the option. So if I do this, we can have negative directions. The speed is we can adjust the speed ladder. Okay, we can adjust the speed ladder. Okay. Now the problem is that, what is the problem? The problem is that we need some control of keyboards. Okay, we need some keyboard control. How we can control the keyboards? Because when we move, when we press the arrow key, right arrow key, it will move right. When you press the left arrow key, it will move left. So that means we can going to put that particular options when I press right arrow key and left arrow key. Right? Did you get my point? Did you get my point? If you get my point, say yes. Did you get my point? What I am trying to say? I am trying to say that we need to we need to use some event control mechanism through which we can control that particular EFL. How we can control it? We can control it by pressing the arrow key, right arrow key or left arrow key, right? So when we perform this operation, that is right arrow key and left arrow key, we can have the options that we can increment the value or decrement the value. Okay, so how to do that? Okay. Okay, we can go to next section. Okay, you can go to next section. So that is very interesting, guys. So did you enjoy till end? Did you enjoy it? Did you enjoy the session till the end? If you enjoyed, say yes, sir. Okay, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Now we need to track the events that is going to handle. We're going to handle the events. So inside the loop, while running, we are going to capture the right arrow key and left arrow key. So if keystroke is pressed, check whether if it's left or right. Okay, so now if event, so I can use this pygame.keyDown. So you need to use pygame.keyDown for pressing the key, okay, and pygame.key up for releasing the key. So did you get my point? If you press the key, then we need to use pygame.key down. If you're releasing the key, then we need to use pygame.key up. So that is a print function to print that exactly we are doing same thing or not. Okay, the function actually tells us whether we are doing the same thing or not. So when you press any arrow key, it will show that okay, the left arrow key is pressed. When you press right arrow key, it will say right arrow key is pressed. Now how to handle this? So inside the pygame.key down, we have event.key. If the event.key equal to k underscore left means we are pressing the left arrow key. Okay, so it is incremented by 0.1. Okay, that means it is decremented by 0.1 and event velocity is right, it will increment it by 0. So I can change this. I can change this to 0.3 also right now. Okay, so now it is and if we release the key, that means if event.type equal to pygame.key up, that means when we release the key, so if event.key equal to pygame.let or event.key equal to pygame.right, by player x change, we are basically create one player change variable and we are putting the variable equal to 0. Okay, so we can run it. Okay, we are pressing the right arrow key and we are pressing the left arrow key. We are pressing the left arrow key for moving left. We are pressing the right arrow key for moving right. Okay, we are pressing the left arrow key for moving left. We are pressing right arrow key for moving right. Okay, if we press, then it will go. If we release, it will stop. So is that interesting, guys? Is that interesting? Okay, thank you, Nutan. Thank you. Okay, now what to do? Now the problem arises that when if I press this, if I press left arrow, right arrow key, it will go up to it disappears. Okay, so we need to create one boundary for that. So if we left arrow key, it will goes left sides. So that means we need to set the boundaries. So that means we need to set that if something like this, if it is touches that particular point, it will stop. If it touches that particular point, it will stop. So we need to go to the boundary section. So how to give the boundaries? Okay, so how to give the boundaries? We can to go to the next section. Okay. Okay, now for boundaries, we need to take care of two things. So that means, देखो, if player x equal to less than equal to 0, so that means if the player x coordinates is less than equal to 0, that means if it is less than equal to 0, that means the extreme left side, you can stop to 0. Or elif means if it is not true, then elif player x is 736. So why I am taking 736? Could you please tell me why I am taking 736 instead of 800? Why I am taking 736 instead of 800? Could you please tell me why I'm giving 736? Because look, when we reach to the end of when the x-axis is basically 800, if we stop there, that means some portion of the UFO is basically something like this. So suppose we can stop there. Oh, sorry. Uh, we can stop there. We can stop there. Okay, if we stop there, it will go up to this end. So that means we are not able to handle it, because and the size of the UFO is basically 32 by 32. So we need to subtract 800 with 32. Okay, and we get 786. Okay, we take 736. That is a reasonable changes we can make. Okay, so now if it is, so that means the boundary section is basically this. So if it is activated, then we can stop there. Okay, now we can start this program. Look, it will stop at that particular end. Okay, did you get my point? It will stop that particular end. Okay, fine, thank you guys, thank you. Okay, so now our next section is to put enemies. Okay, after this we are moving that particular things. So now we need to put enemies. Enemies is basically something that will appear on the screen. Okay, and we need to put, so if you run the program, the enemies, so if you run the program, so look, that is the enemies. Okay, so we can put the same things. That means we are how to add the enemies is pretty easy. To add a particular image onto the screen or the surface, we know that how to do that, and we are just giving the x and y coordinate for that. And this x and y coordinate can be anything. I'm just starting that particular point, but the problem is that it is static. Okay, it is static, it is not dynamic. That means it can be go to this point, go to this point, go to this point, or we need some randomization of enemies. We need some randomization of enemies. Okay, because 800 is the upper limit. Yes, 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 sir. Yes. Okay, so so that means it is so that means we need to perform something like that. The enemies will come in very frequent manner. So frequent manner means in random manner. So look at the code, guys. uh, we using same code, we are copy pasting the code, but here one little change, that the x-axis of enemy is 730 and it is 50. Why is 50? Because we are placing our first enemy at the top of the screen, so it is 50. So now we are defining player, we are also defining enemy for that, because we need to run the any enemy also. Same thing, same code. No problem, no problem. Okay, and so now we need to use some randomization of the enemies. So how to perform the randomization? So that is the code for randomization. So nothing complicated. It is very easy. So we need to import random module. Okay, the random module is basically giving a random number. Okay, so instead of putting the number explicitly, we can generate the x and y coordinates randomly for the enemies. Okay, so we can go to that particular part. Look, we copy the enemy.png, and enemy x is now random.randint is one of the functions, and we are giving the coordinate 2 to 800 and 50 to 150. So I can start from 0 to 800 also, and 50 to 150. Okay, because we want that the screen that should be appear in the y coordinate to 50 to 150 and x coordinate to 2 to 200 800. Okay, let's run this program. Okay, a random program not working properly. Okay, we can start from this also. We're not getting random. We're not getting random, however. So what is the problem? Okay. Look, we get the coordinate, and the coordinate is random coordinate. Okay, it is also moving. It is. Did you get that particular previous program? Did you get the previous program? Why it's appearing randomly? Look, it is appeared in this direction. Next time if we run the program, it appears this position. Again we run the program, it appears in this position. If we run the program again, it will this position. So each and every time some random coordinate is generated, and the enemies is basically randomized from one point to another point. Did you get that, guys? Okay, thank you, thank you, Zonic, thank you, Zonic. Okay, 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 thank you, all of you. Okay, now, so, now we want that. Okay, enemy must be moved. So the enemy is basically randomly printed on the screen, but we want that any enemy should also move, because our UFO is moving. We need our enemy is also moving. So to go to the how to run the enemies. So we just simple same program, same thing. Just okay, we can use this, but there is a problem is that it is moving to the same directions. Because why it is moving the same directions? Because look, we are giving the value of enemies. Same thing, that how we can moving the particular UFO is the same code for enemy also. Same code, we just copy paste this particular code. Okay, for enemies. Okay, now enemy is moving from left direction to right direction, but what we want that enemy should should be moving from one direction to another direction. Again it will move back, it will go to the something little low, and it will again move from one end to another end. So we need to go to our next coding section for that. Okay, now next thing we are going to do, that is we are adding some background image. Okay, so we are going to adding some background image. So how we can do that? Okay, so let's run it first. Okay, you are adding some background image over there. Okay, that particular image, how we can do that, how we can put the background image? Nothing serious, and nothing problematic. So how we can go to the background image? So we have one background image.png we are downloaded from website, and we just load that particular image. There is same thing we can load. We have a background variable, and we can load it. Okay, and after that we need to look everything we are going to continuous. We need to put it on loop. So in the loop we have background. So if we put screen.breed.background before the screen.fill, it will do each and every time fill will overlap the background. So after fill you need to do everything. Okay, so fill will the first line. After that you can write anything. So screen.breed function is basically used to print a particular image on the surface of the background. Okay. Yeah, my live chat is slow. Actually, I don't know. That is my sub. Because I hope the problem is coming from my laptop, because I have some older version of the laptop. It is i3. So I think the lagging is basically for that particular reason. Okay, I basically see the lagging. So exactly for that reason only I can giving you the queries whether you can get it or not. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Nikhil, you have for any picture you need to download. Okay. I'm also providing the site name for the download. You can go to a flat icon. You can type Google in the Google to download everything. So you can download icon from any site. Okay. But just keep in mind that the background should be 800 plus 600. Okay. Just keep in mind that. The background of the image of the image background is must be 800 to 600, and and rest of the images is 64 by 64. Okay, and only the icon image, that is 32 by 32. Okay. Yeah, very good. Very good. Ryzen 5. Okay. 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 uh, so now, okay, we are creating the background. Acha. Mm, okay. I can run it. And look at the guys, the actual enemy is basically moving downwards. How we can do that? The enemies is going downwards. That is the important notification for you. So we can get that. So each and every time our enemies is basically printing, we are basically go to the next level of enemies. So we are changing the value here. So each and every time our enemies is basically printed, we are moving the direction to the that is the enemy change equal to 40. So enemy change equal to 40, that means we are moving to the 40y direction. Each and every time we are moving to enemy 40 means we are moving the 40 direction to the y part. So each and every time we are moving the so each and every time therefore enemy y is equal to enemy change. So we are changing the value again and again. So for that only it will moving like this. Okay. uh, now mm, now we are creating the bullets. Okay. So we are creating the bullets. Let's see. Okay. uh, okay, so now I am showing you everything from this. Okay. uh, Now we are basically interested in bullets. So bullets is also an image. We need to put that bullet image. Okay. uh, yeah, Ryzen 5, it's work for game development. Yes, game development, this Python game development program is very much handy. If you have Pentium processor or i3 processor, i4 processor, it will run fine. i5 processor will run fine. Ryzen is also very good. The problem is that we are using the processor. I am using the processor i3 in 7th generation, and my internal connection is very good. But the thing is that due to the processor, some lagging is basically going on due to the processor. Okay, it is not for the internet connection, only for the processors. Okay, so okay. Mm. Okay. Now we are basically starting our bullet sections. So bullet means we need to insert the bullet. So first we go to that particular sections, how where we can insert the bullet. So it is the same for bullet. We need to insert the bullet. So bullet x coordinate is equal to 0, y coordinate is equal to 480. So why x coordinate is equal to 0? Because we are starting that we are bullet starting from the very starting location is 480. That means we want that bullet should be start from the top of the UFO. And one important thing is that in case of bullet, that is very interesting part of the program. Bullet can have two states. One state is ready state and one state is fire state. So what is ready state? Ready state means when we are ready to fire up. Okay, so that means and the fire state is when is already fired up. So to handle all those part, we are basically going to that fire bullet sections. So here we are creating one global variable, that is bullet state. So if bullet state is equal to fire, then we are firing the bullets. Okay. So why we are firing the bullet at x plus 16, y plus 10? Because it seems that the bullet is coming from the particular UFO. Okay. Next section is collision detections. That is very important, guys. So that means if there is a collision, if there is a no collision detection, that means if there is a collision between the UFO and if there is a collision between UFO and the enemies, how we can handle these collisions? So for the collisions, we need to go to one website. I can go to Google and I can type this distance between two coordinates. Okay, so we can distance between two coordinates. So that is the formula for distance, to measuring the distance between two coordinates. That is d equal to distance equal to root of x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 the whole square. So that is the formula we need to put in our program. So how to put this formula? Because we need to use the square root, right? And we need to use a pow function. For square root and a pow function, we can use for square root and pow function we can use where is live stream. For square root and pow function is work for game development. Yes, for square root and pow function we can use our math. We need to include math module. Okay, so to include the math module, we can include the math module. So import random, import pygame, import math. Okay, so this math module can be calculated. So you can see that okay, you can see that how we can calculate the distance. Okay. Look, it is a function that is collision. Okay, it will take 4 arguments, that is enemy x, enemy y, bullet x and bullet y, because we need to make sure that what is the coordinate of x coordinate of bullet, and what is the y coordinate of bullets, what is the x coordinate of enemy, and what is the y coordinate of enemy. So we can calculate the distance of math dot sqrt math dot pow enemy x minus bullet x 2. That means it is a whole square. Then math dot pow enemy y minus bullet x, then whole square. So if the distance is less than 27, so we can put any value. So I am giving any value, that is 27. We can use that particular thing and we can get the collisions. Okay. So I hope it's clear, guys. Is it clear to all of you? Yeah, Nikhil, we need library. Okay, we need library, and we are using the library also. Okay. Now, how to create the multiple enemies? Next problem is how to create multiple enemies. We are only creating single enemies, and if the single enemies is there is a collision between single enemies, so that means okay. Do one thing, guys. I am sharing you. I'm sharing you the I'm sharing you the my LinkedIn profile. You can connect with me through this LinkedIn profile, and also I'm sharing the forms. Okay, Google form for attendance. Okay, this attendance form will be deactivated. It will deactivated when the session ends. Okay, so I am also sending you the review link, and thank you those who have already give the reviews. And if you like these sessions, you can go to the review sections and you can give you can write 2 or 3 paragraph for that. One paragraph it is enough for it will be helpful for us. So you can catch up with me in my LinkedIn profile, and that is a form you need to fill up. And okay, then I will deactivate this form after the session ends. So after the session, after 30 minutes of the session, I will deactivate the form. Okay, so please enlist yourself for the certifications. Okay, now for sounds, for creating multiple enemies, we need to use enemy as a list. So enemy as a list means, instead of giving the enemy image, we are giving the enemy list. Each and every coordinate is enemy list. So we are creating 6 enemies. So each and every time 6 enemies can be randomly put any or one of the portion, but it will move from left direction to right direction and the right direction to the left directions. So everything is basically changed. So in the range, we are appending each and every time enemies, appending one by one and one by one. Look at the append sections. So each and every time enemies appending one by one. And the last one, we are adding the text, and we are adding the sounds. So how to add the text? So text can be added like this in Python. Okay, so we can use that font equal to pygame.font.font. That is a function for font, and that is a that is a system defined font. Okay, and you can define, you can use the website that is DF font, I think. DF font. Okay, I'm giving the website name DF font. Okay, in the chat box, you can. Okay, fine. DF font. So that is a DF font. So through the DF font, you can download any font. It must be in TTF format. The size is 32. Okay. Now last thing, we need to add sounds and background musics. So for the sounds and background musics, we need to use import the mixer. So mixer.music, where you found mixer.music, it means it is a continuous sound. Okay, and mixer.sound, it means a single sound. Okay, so here we have mixer.background, mixer.music, the sound, background.wave. Okay, we are playing the sound like this. So that is the session. Okay, So I am running the program. I can update the score also. Score is also being updated. Okay, I'm intentionally use this part to see the if game is over or not. If game is game over, I just okay. Okay. So now, is that okay, guys? Are you enjoying the session? If you enjoy the session, then say yes. Okay. Somebody comment that, sir, should I get code? So for this, I'm also giving you the same thing that is I showed you previously. We have some Christmas bonus offer. You can get the Python bootcamp, Python game development, and the Python resume building course just for live. Okay, it's live for 10 days, and we start the live from Tuesday or day after Tuesday, or from Wednesday we can start the sessions. Is the 10 days live sessions. In these 10 days, you are going to learn the Python programming, Python game development, and we are sharing the course to you. And apart from that, after completing 10 days, we will get the recorded sessions, recorded video session, recorded code, all the codes, and the PPTs and the mind maps, everything you can get. But and also after that 3 months, each month I'll give you one free sessions, one question answer sessions. That session is absolutely free, and that particular session is basically help you to define resume building, how we can build resume professionally. And if you give us the after finishing the course, if you give your resume, we will check your resume and tell you that okay, whether the resume is correct or not. Okay. And for today, for tomorrow, the offer is 650, and this offer is 450 right now. Okay. So you can get this total three courses only rupees 450. So if you are interested on that, you will get the link on Facebook, Telegram. You can get the link in the YouTube live also. So there is a UPA link. You can purchase that particular thing. So so it is a one-time offer. We are slicing the price to 450 right now. So this offer valid till tomorrow. Okay. So tomorrow 12 p.m. this offer is valid. So if you want to grab it, you can grab it. Or anything, any questions? Any questions? Okay, thank you, Sophia. I'm also enjoying with you. You guys is fabulous. Our main mission is to give confidence to each and every students that, and we are now planning to reach another program in next month. So you all get notified of the program. So thank you for this. And if you want to purchase that particular 3 days, three courses, that is Python bootcamp, Python game development, and also resume building, the offer price is 450 right now. Okay. So I'll share you the UPL link in Telegram. Okay. And also I just give you the UPI ID. So through this UPI you can, okay, complete the session, provide certificates, sir. Yeah, all those the people who are joined today's sessions, they will get the certificate. They will get the certificate, no doubt. Okay, you can download the certificate uh, tomorrow. Okay, from your Gmail, from your email ID. Ah, Okay, thank you, Nikhil, thank you, Nikhil. You just give the review for that if you enjoy it, and you just these one or two paragraph for that. So that is a review link. That is a review link. You just put the reviews on that. Sir, is there any investment free job for Python field to join in? Yes, so nothing in this world is free. The thing is that we are giving you the basic basic knowledge in the free sessions, the basic knowledge about the how Python game development. There is lots of things, guys. You need to know. That is a tip of the iceberg. Okay, we can have 3D game animation, 3D game design using Python. So that will be the simple full course for that. Okay, okay. Okay. Thank you, Saurabh. Thank you, Saurabh. Thank you, Zani. Okay. So you can grab this. You can grab this only for rupees 450 right now. So I am sharing you the link, Google link for that, and it will also shared by the in Telegram group as well. So you can use that for payment. Okay. So anything else, guys? Anything else? Okay. So if you like it, if you like the program, you just go to the review page and give the review that is needed. Okay, that is the UPI ID I'm giving you. Please, if you interested, just put the payment over there. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you so much. I'm basically excited that if you people join the program, we start the program from Wednesday. So it's a 10 days program. That 10 days program is basically we learn in details, great details of Python bootcamp, Python game development. We have more than 3 game development game that we need to develop in this course, and also you can build your resume. So thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. So I'm signing off. Anything? Any questions? Thank you, Nikhil. Thank you, Nikhil. Thank you, Daimal. Thank you, Notun. Thank you, Sriraj. Thank you so much. Okay. Thank you.